Hi, I'm Carl Jung, and today I want to share with you 5 ways men treat women they truly love. You may have been in a relationship where someone told you they loved you, yet deep inside you did not really feel it. They said the words, but something felt missing. They said they loved you, but their actions did not match what they were saying. They spoke about love, yet they were often critical, dismissive, or made you feel small instead of safe. They said they cared, but they failed to show up for moments that mattered deeply to you. When you needed them most, they were emotionally absent or physically unavailable. This kind of experience creates confusion because your mind hears one message while your heart experiences another. When words and behavior do not move in the same direction, doubt begins to grow. In any relationship, actions are the real proof of love. Actions show whether love is present or only spoken about. Actions reveal care, respect, and emotional investment. Love is not proven through promises alone, but through consistent behavior over time. That is why it is important to understand how love actually shows itself in daily life. There are clear patterns in how men behave when they genuinely love a woman. These patterns are often simple, quiet, and easy to overlook, yet they carry deep meaning. When a man truly loves you, his behavior changes in noticeable but gentle ways. One of the strongest signs is how he treats you when you make a mistake. He becomes softer with you instead of harsh. He shows patience rather than anger. He understands that mistakes are part of being human, and he does not use them as a reason to shame you. When you forget something small, like leaving your purse behind while heading out the door and needing to turn back to get it, he does not turn it into a problem. He does not raise his voice, mock you, or make you feel foolish. Instead, he remains calm and supportive. He understands that small errors do not define your worth. His response shows emotional safety. He forgives quickly because his love is not fragile. He does not hold mistakes over your head or keep a mental list of your flaws. He chooses understanding over control. In his presence, you feel allowed to be imperfect. You feel human, not judged. This softness is not weakness, it is emotional strength. It shows that his care for you is deeper than his need to be right. When love is real, kindness becomes the default reaction, especially in moments where patience is required. He does not make you feel like you are a burden for needing extra time or making a small mistake. Instead, he adapts with you. If plans change slightly because of something you forgot or misjudged, he adjusts without resentment. His tone stays gentle, and his body language stays open. You can feel that his care for you is steady, not conditional. In those moments, you notice that he values peace more than control. He would rather protect the emotional connection than win an argument over something small. This creates a sense of emotional safety where you can relax and be yourself without fear of constant correction. When a man loves you, forgiveness comes naturally to him because his focus is on the relationship, not on keeping score. He understands that everyone has off days and distracted moments. Instead of using your mistakes as proof of failure, he sees them as part of life. He does not bring up old errors during disagreements, and he does not weaponize your past against you. His forgiveness is not loud or dramatic. It is quiet and sincere. It shows up in the way he moves on without resentment and continues to treat you with warmth. Over time, this kind of behavior builds trust. You begin to feel that you do not have to be perfect to be loved. You can speak honestly without walking on eggshells. You can admit when you are wrong without fear of being attacked. This is how emotional closeness grows, not through grand words, but through everyday moments handled with care. Love, in its healthiest form, shows itself most clearly when things do not go perfectly. It reveals itself in patience, in understanding, and in the simple choice to be kind when it would be easier to be critical. In these moments, you begin to notice how his love creates a calm space around you. There is no pressure to rush, no tension in the air, no feeling that you are being watched for errors. His presence feels steady, not reactive. Even when something goes wrong, he does not let frustration take over his behavior. He understands that small inconveniences are not personal attacks. They are simply part of sharing life with another person. This maturity shows that his feelings run deeper than momentary irritation. When a man truly loves you, he does not confuse authority with care. He does not try to correct you constantly or treat you like someone who needs to be managed. Instead, he respects your independence while still offering support. If you are stressed or flustered, he does not add to it. He becomes a grounding force rather than another source of pressure. His calm response helps you regain your balance instead of pushing you further into self-doubt. This kind of treatment slowly reshapes how you see yourself in the relationship. You stop feeling the need to explain every small decision. You stop apologizing for existing. You feel accepted as you are, not as someone who must constantly improve to earn love. His forgiveness sends a quiet message that you are valued beyond your mistakes. That message, repeated over time, becomes deeply healing. As days pass, this softness becomes consistent. It is not reserved only for good moods or easy moments. It appears during stress, fatigue, and uncertainty. Even when he is tired or distracted, he makes an effort not to take it out on you. This consistency is what separates genuine love from temporary affection. Love remains steady even when circumstances are not ideal. In this emotional environment, communication becomes easier. You feel safe speaking openly because you know you will be met with understanding rather than judgment. Disagreements, when they happen, do not feel like threats to the relationship. They feel like conversations between two people who care about each other. His willingness to forgive and move forward keeps the bond intact instead of slowly breaking it down. Over time, you realize that this is what love looks like in real life. Not constant excitement, not perfect behavior, but a steady choice to treat you gently. It is the decision to protect your dignity even in small moments. It is the refusal to turn minor mistakes into emotional wounds. In this way, love becomes something you can feel, not just something you are told. They are quick to forgive and gentle with you when you make mistakes. And this gentleness carries into many areas of the relationship. When something goes wrong, he does not make you feel small or ashamed. Instead, he responds with patience and understanding. He knows that mistakes do not define who you are. This softness creates a sense of emotional safety where you can relax and be yourself. You do not feel like love will be taken away because you were imperfect. His forgiveness is not forced or delayed. It comes naturally because he values connection more than being right. He also sees you as beautiful and worthy, and he does not keep that thought to himself. He reminds you often, not only through compliments but through the way he treats you. His words reflect respect and admiration, and his actions support those words. He listens when you speak. He notices small details about you. He treats you like someone who matters. Even on days when you do not feel confident, he helps you remember your value. His love becomes a mirror that reflects your worth back to you when you forget it yourself. Another clear sign of love is that he makes you a real priority in his life. He chooses to spend meaningful time with you, not just leftover time. He shares his important moments with you. He wants you present during events that matter to him. He includes you in his life instead of keeping you on the side. This does not mean he gives up his friendships or personal time. Healthy relationships allow space for that. But you can feel that you are important by how intentionally he shows up for you. Time is one of the most honest expressions of care. He also respects your feelings, even when he does not fully understand them. He does not dismiss your emotions or tell you that you are overreacting. He listens with the intention to understand, not to argue. When you are hurt, he takes it seriously. When you are happy, he shares in that joy. Your inner world matters to him and he treats it with care. This respect builds trust and allows emotional closeness to grow naturally. Finally, he treats you like a best friend. He supports your dreams and believes in your potential. He celebrates your wins and stands beside you during setbacks. When you fail or feel discouraged, he does not pull away. He encourages you to get back up and keep going. His love is steady, not dependent on success. He wants to see you grow, not because it benefits him, but because he genuinely cares about your happiness. These are the ways men treat women they truly love. But the deeper question is how much of this you allow and practice in your own life. There is a truth that reminds us that we often attract relationships that reflect how we treat ourselves. As the saying goes, in life, we do not always get what we want. We get what we believe we deserve. We get what we believe we are worthy of receiving, and that belief quietly shapes the relationships we accept and the behavior we tolerate. When you deeply value yourself, you become less willing to stay in situations where love is spoken but not shown. You start paying attention to actions instead of promises. You notice how someone treats you in small, ordinary moments because those moments reveal the truth more clearly than dramatic words ever could. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others are allowed to treat you. If you constantly minimize your own feelings, you may unconsciously accept a partner who does the same. If you excuse disrespect or emotional neglect, it often reflects a habit of doing that to yourself first. But when you practice self-respect, patience, and forgiveness toward yourself, you naturally begin to expect those qualities from others. You stop chasing love and instead recognize it when it appears. Love no longer feels confusing or inconsistent. It feels steady and clear. This does not mean being perfect or having everything figured out. It means being honest with yourself about what you need and what you deserve. It means listening to your inner signals when something feels off, rather than explaining them away. When you honor your own emotions, you become more sensitive to whether someone else honors them too. You begin to trust yourself more, and that trust guides you toward healthier connections. Real love feels supportive, not draining. It gives you room to grow instead of making you shrink. It encourages your wholeness rather than feeding your insecurities. When a man truly loves you, his presence adds stability to your life, not confusion. And when you truly value yourself, you become less willing to settle for anything less than that. In this way, love becomes a shared practice, built through daily choices, mutual respect, and a deep understanding that both people are worthy of care, patience, and kindness. When you begin to live this way, something important starts to shift inside you. You stop looking outside yourself for constant validation, and you begin to build a steady sense of worth from within. You become more patient with your own growth and more compassionate with your own struggles. Instead of criticizing yourself for every mistake, you learn to pause, breathe, and respond with understanding. You remind yourself that growth is not linear and that setbacks do not erase progress. This inner kindness slowly changes how you feel about yourself and how you move through the world. As you treat yourself with more care, your standards naturally change. You become more aware of what feels supportive and what feels harmful. You notice when someone's behavior brings peace into your life and when it brings tension. You no longer feel guilty for choosing yourself or protecting your emotional well-being. Making yourself a priority does not mean ignoring others, but it does mean no longer abandoning yourself to please everyone else. You learn that your needs matter too, and honoring them is an act of self-respect, not selfishness. Respecting your feelings becomes easier as well. You stop judging yourself for feeling sad, tired, or overwhelmed. Instead, you allow space for those emotions without rushing to fix or suppress them. You listen to what your feelings are trying to tell you. This respect helps you move through challenges with more clarity and less shame. When you honor your own emotional process, you teach others how to treat you with the same respect. Treating yourself like a best friend also changes how you face your dreams. You encourage yourself instead of doubting every step. When you fail or feel discouraged, you do not give up on yourself. You remind yourself why you started and gently push yourself forward again. You celebrate small wins instead of waiting for perfection. This support becomes a source of strength that no one else can take away from you. Over time, this practice of self-love shapes your relationships in powerful ways. You begin to attract people who meet you at the level you meet yourself. Love feels more natural and less forced. It feels mutual instead of one-sided. When you live on that channel of love, your energy changes, your choices change, and your life reflects that shift. Love begins to flow more freely, not because you chased it, but because you became aligned with it from the inside out. As this alignment deepens, you start to notice that love no longer feels like something you have to earn or prove yourself worthy of. It feels like a natural extension of who you are becoming. You stop over-explaining, over-giving, and over-compromising just to keep someone close. Instead, you feel more grounded in yourself. You trust that the right kind of love will recognize you without you having to shrink or perform. This sense of inner stability becomes quiet confidence, and that confidence reshapes the way others respond to you. You also become more comfortable walking away from situations that do not honor you, not out of anger or bitterness, but out of clarity. You recognize that inconsistency, emotional distance, or disrespect are not things you need to tolerate anymore. When self-love is present, you are less afraid of being alone than you are of abandoning yourself. This shift is powerful because it frees you from chasing connections that drain you and opens space for relationships that truly nourish you. As you continue practicing kindness toward yourself, your inner dialogue softens. The harsh voice that once criticized your every move begins to lose its power. In its place, a more supportive voice emerges, one that reminds you of your strengths and reassures you during difficult moments. This inner relationship becomes the foundation for all others. When you are kind to yourself in private, you become more open, calm, and authentic in your interactions with others. Love, then, stops being something mysterious or unpredictable. It becomes something you recognize through feeling rather than confusion. You know it by the sense of ease it brings, by the way it allows you to breathe more deeply and live more honestly. When you are rooted in self-love, you naturally attract relationships that feel safe, mutual, and sincere. And even when challenges arise, you face them with greater resilience, knowing that no matter what happens, you are supported by the one relationship that will always be with you, the one you have with yourself. To support you in increasing the level of self-love you have, it helps to remember that self-love is not just an idea, it is a practice. Most people understand that loving themselves is important if they want a healthy and fulfilling relationship, but many struggle with how to actually build that love on a daily basis. Self-love grows through repeated actions, gentle awareness, and small changes in how you speak to yourself and care for your inner world. It is not something you wake up with one day fully developed. It is something you slowly strengthen over time. That is why having a simple and clear tool can make such a difference. When you have guidance, the process feels less overwhelming and more approachable. Instead of guessing what self-love should look like, you are given a structure that helps you turn intention into action. This is where a dedicated exercise becomes valuable. It gives you a place to start and a way to stay consistent, even on days when motivation is low or self-doubt is loud. I have created a resource specifically to help with this process. It is a self-love exercise designed to help you connect more deeply with yourself and build a kinder inner relationship. There is a link available in this video that will take you directly to this free resource. You can access it easily and begin using it at your own pace. There is no pressure to be perfect with it. What matters is showing up and practicing. As you work with this exercise, you may start to notice subtle shifts. You may become more aware of how you talk to yourself. You may find it easier to pause before criticizing yourself. Over time, this practice can help you feel more grounded, more accepting, and more supportive of who you are. The more you repeat it, the more natural self-love begins to feel. By regularly practicing this exercise, you slowly increase the amount of self-love you experience in your life, and as that love grows, it naturally influences your relationships, your choices, and the way you allow others to treat you. Self-love becomes less of a concept and more of a lived experience, one that supports you from the inside out. As you continue practicing this self-love exercise, you begin to notice how it affects every part of your life. You start to make choices that reflect your worth rather than fear or habit. You may find yourself saying no to things that drain you and yes to things that nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Your energy shifts because you are no longer giving away pieces of yourself to fill gaps that only you can fill. This change can feel subtle at first, like a quiet reassurance that you are enough, but over time, it becomes a strong foundation for everything else in your life. You may also notice that your relationships begin to transform. When you love yourself more, you naturally attract people who treat you with the same respect and care that you show yourself. You no longer feel the need to compromise your standards for acceptance. Instead, you draw connections that feel mutually supportive, uplifting, and authentic. The love you give to yourself sets a standard that others unconsciously follow. You may even realize that the conflicts and struggles you once tolerated in relationships fade away as you demand more from life and love. Another beautiful aspect of growing self-love is the inner peace it creates. When you are gentle and forgiving with yourself, you carry less tension, worry, and self-criticism. You sleep better, think more clearly, and approach challenges with a calm confidence that was not there before. You notice a deeper connection with your own intuition because self-love allows you to listen without judgment. You start trusting your decisions, your feelings, and your timing in life. This trust becomes a compass that guides you toward people, opportunities, and experiences that are truly aligned with who you are. Ultimately, practicing self-love is a gift that keeps expanding. The more you invest in loving yourself, the more it multiplies into every area of your life. Your relationships improve, your energy brightens, your confidence grows, and your ability to handle life's challenges strengthens. By consistently dialing up self-love, you create a ripple effect that reaches far beyond yourself, influencing your work, friendships, family, and romantic relationships. You begin to live in a state where love is not scarce, but abundant, flowing to you, through you, and back out into the world. This is why investing in self-love is so powerful. It is not selfish, it is foundational. It is the starting point for every meaningful relationship, every success, and every moment of joy. By practicing this daily, using the exercises and tools available, you are not only nurturing yourself, but creating the conditions for a life filled with love, respect, and connection. When you commit to this journey, you begin to see that love, first and foremost, starts within. And from that place, it grows in ways that are both natural and unstoppable. And I would really love to hear from you. Go ahead and post a comment below and share your thoughts. Out of these 5 ways that men show love to women, which one stands out to you as something you could focus on for yourself? Which of these practices, if you applied it more in your own life, do you think would make the biggest difference in how you feel, how you love, and how you show up in your relationships? Your insight could not only help you but also inspire others who read your comment. If you found value in this video, I encourage you to share it with someone you care about, someone who could benefit from hearing these insights and learning more about love and relationships. Sharing love is one of the simplest and most powerful ways to create connection. And of course, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated with the latest videos. Each video is designed to help you understand love more deeply, attract the right kind of relationship, and create meaningful connections in your life. By subscribing, you ensure that you don't miss any of the tools, tips, and guidance that can help you grow in love, confidence, and self-understanding. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I truly appreciate your attention and your willingness to explore these ideas with me. Remember, love starts from within, and every step you take to nurture yourself has a ripple effect in the world around you. I'll see you soon in the next video, and until then, keep practicing self-love, keep showing up for yourself, and keep creating the life and relationships you deserve. Thank you again for watching, and I want to take a moment to remind you that the journey toward love, both giving it and receiving it, always begins with yourself. Every choice you make to nurture yourself, forgive yourself, and honor your feelings strengthens the foundation for all of your relationships. When you are consistent in practicing self-love, it changes not only how you see yourself, but also how others see and respond to you. It creates a quiet confidence, a calm presence, and an inner clarity that draws the right people and experiences into your life naturally. As you continue to focus on these 5 qualities, being forgiving and gentle with yourself, seeing your own beauty and worth, making yourself a priority, honoring your feelings, and supporting yourself like a best friend, you start to notice subtle shifts in your life. Small changes in how you treat yourself ripple outward, affecting your friendships, family relationships, and romantic connections. You begin to attract people who reflect the same kindness, respect, and support that you show yourself. Relationships feel lighter, more authentic, and more deeply connected. You stop settling for less than you deserve because you recognize your own value. It's also important to remember that this is a journey, not a destination. Some days will feel easier than others. There will be moments when old habits or self-doubt creep in. That is perfectly normal. The key is to keep returning to these practices, to keep showing up for yourself even when it feels challenging. Over time, what once felt difficult or unfamiliar becomes second nature. Self-love becomes a part of who you are, influencing every choice you make and every interaction you have. I encourage you to take these lessons and apply them in small, consistent ways. Maybe today it's forgiving yourself for a small mistake. Maybe tomorrow it's reminding yourself of your worth, or taking time to honor your feelings without judgment. Each of these steps builds on the last, creating momentum that transforms not only how you experience love, but how you live your life. So again, I invite you to comment below and share which of these 5 qualities you plan to focus on in your life. Your reflections can inspire others and help you solidify your own commitment to growth. Share this video with someone you care about, subscribe to the channel for more guidance, and remember, love starts from within. Keep practicing, keep showing up, and keep allowing yourself to receive and give love fully. I can't wait to see how your journey unfolds, and I'll see you in the next video. Your path to deeper love and more fulfilling relationships starts here, today, and with each conscious step you take.